This is your host, Quasar Rospel, and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon. Now, okay, in the last episode... Hold on, I think I'm getting some feedback from my TV. Because, big shocker, I like to have the volume on my TV while I play this game because, well, I really enjoy listening to the soundtrack. Last time I remember us getting to the Peacekeeper's world and taking down Dr. Shemp and I believe the flight stage. So I think this episode I'm just going to be focusing on the levels that I missed. And excuse me if I don't sound 100% myself today. I am recovering from, I don't know if it was exactly food poisoning, but it really messed me up a bit, and I wanted to get an episode out because it has been a little over a week since recording, and I got some stories to say about that. As I'm sure a couple of you know, I only have about 2 hours of recording time every weekday. That's only the weekdays, not the weekends. And I try to record as much as possible. That's usually about 2 episodes a day, if possible. Sometimes I can only squeeze out one, and I think I'm only going to do 1 episode today. I might make it a little bit longer to compensate on that. I don't know. But I'm sure some of you have noticed that the content has slowed down just a little bit because of all those big episodes, those big 2 to 4 hour episodes I've been making. And, well, that's the thing. I want to make sure the content I release is good content. I don't want to just shovel things out to meet a quota. For example, I don't record on a day that I'm unhappy. For example, if my work really messes me up because I have a very physically taxing job, I tend not to record on those days because that's a sour mood, and you guys don't want to hear me in a sour mood. And here's the thing, even though I sound like garbage right now, I really am in a great mood. So, and I wanted to share some of the things that have happened. For example, I had to work triple time, 1 work day simply to help everyone else out in the in the line. So he just had to thank you for releasing me. Really, buddy? Really? That's all you had? Okay. Although his design was really cool. I dug that aesthetic. All the Peacekeepers look like warriors of some sort. I love this guy just flailing that bird around. Dude. Okay. Yeah, so I really just double timed everything I tried to do in a day. And it was obnoxious, so I didn't record that day. The next day, I also don't record. I currently live with my father, and he was having a really bad day, so I took off my recording time to really help him out of that funk. He took a mental health day, and I just felt I couldn't leave him like that, so I had to take another day off of work. But that's not the story that I really wanted to share. That's just a story that kind of happened. Yeah, and the story that I really want to share, though, is the one from, Friday. So, like I said, I can only record on the weekdays, and I already took 2 days off for various reasons. And yeah, even though I got food poisoning, I'm still not done recording. I'm not gonna let that stop me because I'm still in a good mood. It's not that terrible. But the day that I really got mad is that my brother's car broke down. He had to get his muffler fixed, and he needed me to drop he was going to the muffler place. He was going to get his car scheduled and ready to go, and I was going to pick him up from there and take him to his job because, well, I decided to be a nice person that day. So he told me that I was going to pick him up around 2 p.m. Now, keep in mind, I record from 2 p.m. to about 4 p.m. That's just when I record. I just like to record that time. It's the only time I can record, like I said. It's a good time. I'm not complaining. I don't even know why I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just kind of...
Is that you, Spyro? Are you the young dragon I've been hearing?
I love how the bomb has a skull in it.
Ever since you were a wee puff of smoke, we've known, you've known... I forget.
Thank you, Dragon. I'm going off on a tangent now, but so the thing is, it was overlapping with my recording time. I accepted anyway. I didn't mind taking a day off, but he actually did not need me until 4 p.m., which, as you know, 2 hours later is when I'd be done recording. So I skipped my entire recording time for nothing. However, that's not where the story ends, because as it turns out, I went to go help him out, and the road that I would normally take to go to the muffler place was closed, and I got lost for a bit, not knowing my way around that area. But again, this is not a huge okay, that's a lock chest. I need to find the key for that. That's not a huge problem for me getting lost. I eventually did find my way, and then right before I actually found the place, my brother calls me and he tells me, oh, by the way, they already fixed it, so I didn't even need to go, and I wasted about 30 minutes worth of gas that, no, he didn't pay for. So that day was entirely a crapshoot, and I definitely felt salty about that one. So yeah, here I am, about 5 days later, wanting to play one of the most relaxing games that I know, Spyro the Dragon. Yes, the game gets a little bit infuriating sometimes, but for the most part, it relaxes me. But for some reason, it seems like whenever I try to play the games that relax me the most, that are associated heavily with my associated heavily with my childhood, nope, life just finds ways to get in my way. But there we go. But that's not a huge problem. I'm back in the saddle. I'm not going to be down in the dumps about this all the time. Is it this way I have to go? Yes. Nothing down there. And there's the key I was looking for. Oh, look at this guy. That's really scary that he has a pierced scar in his neck.
Pretty tasty. Flame broiled with a pinch of salt.
Gotta wonder what kind of battles that guy was in. Alright. This level's almost wrapped up too. Was that the last dragon? Could have been. Let's see. Yeah, that was the last dragon. So that was, for the most part, my week. And it has been a while. And yeah, episodes like the Mega Man X's that I've been doing have taken up multiple days to record all on their own, including X4. I don't know if this video is going to come out before or after X4 Part 1, but it's definitely coming out before X4 Part 2. Because I want to play both the X and the Zero missions. I sneezed there and it just freaking blew out the audio. I hope everything's alright now. So, yeah. as I was saying, this is probably going to come out before X. I did not make that, did I? Oh, so close. Give me the money. Yep, that's everything. And by the way, I know that in the menu, I'll just show this off now. I know that in the menu, you can just go to the guidebook now and hit Peacekeepers and fast travel away. I'm showing that off because if you guys just want to collect everything and zip out of there, that's the way you can now do it in the Reignited trilogy. However, I don't like doing that. I'm just showing it off because it's a feature now, and I'm sure someone's going to call me out on it. Saying that, why don't you just travel all the time? Because I'm used to playing the Spyro games where you had to, you know, fly through a portal. And flying through the portal's fun. It's in the spirit of things. Let's see, Clifftown? Clifftown. Probably one of my least favorite levels in Spyro. Remember, I played this game when I was a kid. It was one of my least favorite levels. It's just a good level now. I do dig it. But probably the biggest problem I have with levels like this is that it's huge. And back in the day, you used to not have sparks to point you in the direction of missing gems. Now that's not an issue. Like, sparks will alert you to gems immediately. So this and that one level... What was that level in the first area? Like the first level you can go to where there's all that out of bounds stuff. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that, trying to locate the last few gems. And then you gotta boil the pots. And they'll give you a little extra gem. You gotta do that. I don't know why my voice made that sound. Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I saw a rocket. This level has rockets, right? I can't exactly remember of the Frill Lizards. They don't have... No, they have arms. Oh. You don't have guns, do you? No, they got swords. They'll poke you if you get close to them. Oh, I hit the pot. So, yeah, Peacekeepers was always... I mean, I don't hate the Peacekeepers. It's just kind of like when I want to play Spyro the Dragon, the Peacekeepers and I think the Beastmakers are probably my least favorite worlds because it's just like one aesthetic plastered throughout the entire area. Yeah, I need a rocket to blow that up. And bam. And that's how we return home. And this is the least this is the least useful dragon in history.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Oh gee, don't thank me for you know, saving you or anything. No, just tell me to keep doing what I'm doing. Let's see, there were enemies down there, right? Glad I remembered that. Gotta check every nook and cranny. That'll allow you to glide back up.
How's a dragon supposed to flame
Is this
metal
hammer a
anyway?
goat?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't work on metal, but charge it with your horns, that should do the trick.
I think his hammer was a ram. Oh, I see that treasure I missed. Oh, I didn't even see that thief. Come on. You need to make the turn sharper, but if you make the turn too sharp, you'll just hit the wall. No. Closer, closer, and closer yet. Ah, wall blocked it. Come on. Oh, no. Got him. I think that's everything. Well, everything on this side of the gorge. Everything else I'll need to glide across. Actually, wait, I'll just grab these now while I'm here. Yeah, that broke open that chest over there. So let's grab the loot. But yeah, never been a fan of the canyon-like areas. Not that it's particularly awful, it's just rather boring. I'm not gonna make this, am I? Oh no. It's fine. I should have known I wasn't gonna make that jump. How are you supposed to make that? Oh right, you're supposed to make it from the return home portal. Oh hey, enemies are back. Yeah, from like right here. Oh, that's gonna be kind of close. Oh, okay. Why don't you glide over there and find out? Yeah, again, thank you, man. Spark's refusing to pick up those gems, too. This layout looks so much like the Spyro 2 layouts, where whenever you're in a desert-like area. Or, well, I guess it would be more of this inspired Spyro 2, rather.
You've reached the highest point in Clifftown. You can get to almost anywhere from here. If I were you, I'd use that whirlwind over there.
Oh, thank you. That was actually useful. And are these the last gems? Not even close. I'm trying to think where I missed something. Oh wait, was something behind that? No. Alright, Sparks, where is it? Where did I mess up? Oh, right. That's the secret. I was looking over there wondering what the secret was. Like, I forgot. But you have to jump from here. More out of bounds stuff. Fall down. And there we go. I mean, it's a good secret. Don't get me wrong. That's exactly where they would put like a hidden orb or a hidden or a hidden dragon egg. Like it's a good spot. I just dislike that the gorge looks like an out of bounds area, and getting there is already pretty secrety. But you have to go from the secret gorge to behind the starting castle. Like, what? But yeah, Clifftown's just a little bit too big for my liking. Not enough stuff there, really. Ow. Didn't actually expect any of these guys to hurt me. There's still the ice place. I completed Dr. Shemp. And there it is. By the way, do you think Dr. Shemp is like the actual doctor for the Norks? Like he actually has a PhD in waving that stick around and healing others? And are we, and in of that statement, are we actually committing war crimes by killing doctors in the middle of the Peacekeeper's world full of this artillery? It's a dark thought. It's a very dark thought. So yeah, first icy area. It's such a beautiful look at this. Like just some. There's the return home portal. Like I love the aesthetic of like all of this. A lot of people dislike ice worlds. I never had a problem with them, especially when they're done right. Now, if the ground was like pure white, like I'm sure it is in Spyro 1, not really a big fan of that. But look, you can see like the brick layout of the area.
Word of caution, little one. Wait until you grow big, like me, before charging those large enemies.
I love the little swirls in the snow. Like it's not normal. It just gives that like magical aesthetic to everything. Like it's whimsical. Everything just works so well. And I know, again, like I'm gushing, and this is a game made by Activision, or published by Activision of all people. The Call of Duty guys, the ones who nickel and dime their customers to the nth degree, but this is actually a really great game. The art style is just something I can truly get behind, and I want to see Toys for Bob make more Spyro games. They've proven with these that they can make them, as long as they're not rushed out the door, because like I said, Spyro 2 and 3 start to show a little bit less polish as you continue. No, there's the key. Yeah, I'll get that now. Then I'll have to make my way back up. Which I don't remember that way, so this will be a fun time. I think this is the way back up.
Thank you for releasing me.
No, come on with that. No more thank you for releasing me. They added so much audio to this game other than the thank you for releasing me's. But I guess they wanted to keep some of them. Oh, whoops. Depth perception, you screwed me over. Wait, was there anything? No, I thought I saw like a red gem or something, but it was just a fire. Oh no. Oh right, the bats are harmless. They just give me more butterflies. If I can hit them. should almost be back to where I was.
Spyro, some big Norks up ahead are wearing armor. And in the ice cave, armor can make their feet very slippery.
Smack these for the gems on top. Let's keep going. Let's see, oh, just passed it. Wait, that was a bat. Give me your health. And treasure. I think I got everything then, so I can just take this shortcut again. Hey, if I miss something, the game will let me know. But yeah, I'd love to see another Spyro game made by Toys for Bob. Just like I'd love to see who Vicarious Visions make Crash Bandicoot. And I'd love these two companies to like collaborate together because Spyro and Crash Bandicoot have always been just like not even just PlayStation mascots, just mascots in general that you would think would have the ultimate of crossovers together, but they never did. We got like terrible Game Boy Advance games. Actually, the Crash Bandicoot one wasn't awful, but could have been better. But we never got like a true crossover game, and I know nowadays it'd be really like obscure to have crossover games like that, but I've always loved games that cross platforms over. I mean, Super Smash Brothers is an obvious one, but let's see, I know I've played Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright or versus Ace Attorney. Whichever combination, whichever way they say it, like that was actually a really good game. It blended both styles together very well. Let's see. I can't recall too many games that I've played that were just full-on crossovers, but I know I have a couple. And not just like the fighting games, like those are always boring when they just like. I mean, yeah, Super Smash Brothers is an example of that as well, but where they actually like try to mix the styles of their games together. I mean, I played this puzzle game that crossed Mario elements into it. I forget what that one's called, but that was a fun 3DS title. So we need to see like more like that, and I think that just being to be perfectly honest, if you were to put Crash Bandicoot in Spyro levels, and you were to put Spyro in Crash Bandicoot levels, it could work. It would be an extremely awkward playstyle you'd be playing through. But just like walking around here as Crash Bandicoot could work. If you just give Crash some of the abilities that Spyro has, like maybe he'd spin enemies that could only be charged, and maybe he'd slide enemies that needed fire breath or something, or I don't know, maybe give Crash some type of like fire spin move or fire slide move, just something in his arsenal to make it all, you know, fit together. It could work. And charging through Crash Bandicoot stages at Spyro also could work, but they never connected those dots, and I feel like a good strong team of developers could make a game like that and make it the best, and make it one of the most memorable ones with so much content. Let's see, is that it for... Yeah, that's it. All 6 worlds. Next time on Spyro the Dragon, we're going to be going to... What is the Magic Crafters world? Yeah, well, we're going to be heading there next time. Until then, this has been your host, Raspel, hoping to see you in the next video, and signing out.